funny because really, who actually wants the Newton point of view? Because I can guarantee you it's a douchebaggy point of view across the board. Actually, recently, I met another comic, and she was like, "Oh, you were from Newton. I just assumed you were a douchebag." And I go, "No, I actually live in the Korean section of Newton. I don't actually know if I'm a douchebag because I don't speak Korean." So I need to actually kind of work on that whole thing about being a douchebag in Newton. But I'm married now. My husband and I just celebrated our 8th anniversary. It's amazing. So magical. It is so magical. It really is a kind of wonderful time. And we have 3 kids. We have under the age of, I don't even know, they're so young, they're crazy. It's crazy. And he wants a 4th, and I was like, why don't you focus on your next wife? And you get that 4th kid, because with me, I don't even know what's going to happen, because I can't necessarily focus that far in advance. I'm back, and I'm stepping on the mic. And there's an X circle on me. There you go. Step on the X. Okay then. All right. Well, I'm about to turn 40, which is exciting. I'm really actually excited to turn 40. People are actually afraid to turn 40. And they're like, oh my God, the back 9, or this or that. And I was like, I just want to focus on the anti-bucket list. Okay? What haven't I done before 40? Okay, so I haven't been to rehab yet. Okay? I haven't been involved in any sort of gang situation involving SWAT teams, right? I actually haven't been involved in any minivan dance-offs involving free radio. So I think that's actually really exciting. So I'm turning 40, and that's great. So my husband is crazy nervous. He turned 40. He's like, oh my God. He's like, I'm nervous. He's like, oh, why are you so nervous? He goes, because then you're going to die. And then I took a deep breath in and I said, what if you don't die? Right, again, I'm stuck with you for the next 30 years, right? After that, what are you going to do, right? It's crazy. It really is so crazy. So we have 3 little kids. And when we get a 3rd kid, get the minivan that actually comes with the 3rd kid. It's actually outside of the turn anymore. And they said, all we got to do is pick up the payments. It's here. All the seats are in it. And you're driving away. And my husband was so excited because apparently the Toyota Sienna minivan was voted the best car to have sex in. Does anyone here know this? I think someone's nodding your head. Yeah, I've had sex in a Toyota Sienna minivan. And so after we got the minivan, my husband said, he goes, he told me the story after the fact. He goes, well, I saw a couple having sex in the front seat of a minivan at 7:30 at night, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. And he goes, he was disturbed by this. And I said, why are you so disturbed by the couple having sex in the minivan? He goes, well, they were having sex in the front seat. They were with all that cargo space. He goes, why aren't they having sex in the cargo space in the back? And I said, have you ever seen the back of a minivan? If you come home with a juice box and cherries on your ass, I know you're having an affair, right? That's it. I know that's actually what's happening right now. So long story short, so it's actually been a great run for the most part. But so our 3rd kid, so we have 3 kids. I have a favorite. My husband wants a 4th. And I was like, I already have a favorite. You want to risk it? You want to go one more? Are you going to get a crazy sociopath across the board? And it's been a wild run so far because with the minivan, if you have 3 kids, that's the big conversation of it all. I said, that's fine. We will get a minivan, but I will dress like a prostitute to offset the fact that now we have a minivan. Okay? And so this isn't my prostitute outfit. This isn't it. I'm gonna cut holes in my jeans. I'm gonna do things to my leggings you haven't even seen happen yet. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be really absolutely crazy. And the funny thing is at the end of the day, he's like, I want to see that. I thought, that's great. Let's bring it out. Let's do it. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. And at the end of the day, so now we have these 3 little kids, and they're all starting school now. And anyone here have kids going back to school? Yeah, so they're like, get back in there. I hate get them to school. It's crazy to have this in all of their little shirts and everything else. And my little son said to me, he said, I said, the second day of school, I said, Ted, you gotta brush your hair. He said, oh my God! It's not the first day of school. So you gotta brush your hair for the rest of your time here. It's really just, I know. It's not actually working out as well as I thought. I know. I'm waiting for the horns to grow out of his head and the whole thing kind of come into play because I was having a tete-a-tete with him and I was like fighting with him and my husband walks in and he goes, "What's happening here?" I said, "We're having a discussion." He goes, "It doesn't seem like a productive discussion." I was like, "Oh, it's productive." And then he gets out on one and he goes, "Hey, little buddy, what's happening right now?" I'm like, "I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face." I'm like, seriously, like you're like we're a team. You gotta get in his face and say, "What's happening?" He wants to eat fucking Legos for lunch. That's what he wants to do, okay? Let him eat Legos, you go to the ER, and it's going to be awesome. I think it's great. Our copay is met for the year, so just go do that. Just go do it. So I had like 2 weekends away, the last 2 weekends, and so every single year, what actually happens is my husband ends up in the ER. He's like, "I'm dying." I said, "You look like you're dying. You should go to the ER. It's going to take at least 6 hours, but I can actually clean the house and do everything else." So he goes to the ER and he comes back with like more stuff. He's like, "I've got antibiotics and I've got conjunctivitis and I've got like upper respiratory infection." I'm like, "Oh my God, but did you talk to them about the fact that you're limping and you have severe joint pain?" He's like, "I didn't." I go, "Go back. Go back." And he's like, I'm going to call the nurse. I'm like, "Is she cute?" He's like, "She's really cute." Like, "Go back." And just go back to the nurse and like, "Actually, you have severe joint pain." And it's a little daunting at this point because now he comes to me like, waddling around the house. "I just need to rest." And he's got an emergency room band on his wrist. And I was like, "You don't wear that around the house." You know what I mean? Just like I know, like, you don't need the street cred. You know what I mean? Like, I got it. Like, you're okay. I know you're in the ER. I got it. Like, I'm gonna be your co-base for 5 fucking years. I understand what actually happened. Okay? And now you're sick, and he's got one eye like. Look, I lost 10 pounds in 3 days. Like, I want that diet. I'm gonna sleep on your pillow to lose 10 pounds in 3 days. I would love that. That would be fantastic. That really would be. And the funny part about tonight is that the show starts at like 7:30. So I told him to start at like 1. Is that bad? I was like, the show starts at 1. It's an all-day show. I know. That's bad, right? I've been sleeping in the minivan watching Frozen and just like over and over and over again. I just can't get enough about it. I love how Disney threw us the curve with like the act of true love. I don't know. I just can't get over it. So to me, that is totally worth it across the board. One of the things, I know Robin has just had her hip replacement. That is insane. I love that she did it at the right hospital. She did everything right, but she's having problems with her meds. She's actually called me and she wants to know my dealer. And I can't reveal my source, especially on live TV. But I can't actually do that. We have a newlywed in the house. This couple in the front row is getting married in 3 weeks. I'm very excited. Very excited. I've vetted them. They want to be married to each other. This is really good. It's actually really exciting. They're going to go to Jersey for the wedding. So does anyone here, if you could try to, like, 3 words for marital advice, raise your hand. Anyone? Good marital advice. So what's like your worst marital advice? Like, is it always never go to bed mad? I go to bed mad every single night. Right? Like, always kiss him like he's the first person you ever kissed. Fuck you. Unload the dishwasher, okay? Yeah. Really? Like, if you want to be kissed the first one I ever met, like, actually fold the things the right way and put them in the drawer. I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to be sound critical. I don't mean to sound critical, but it is a magical time that you're in. I don't mean to. I think it is magical. And you guys are going to still spoon. You're going to be spooning every night. It's awesome. Spooning is great. Spooning actually is really awesome. But you know what else is awesome? Twin beds. There's a lot to be said for the fact that I was never going to say, like, oh my God, it's so weird that those couples are sleeping in twin beds, and now that I'm married for 10 years, I'm like, I would love just a twin bed. I'd like a firm twin bed, like by myself, and that way I can like talk to my mom, like text or whatever. Like, what's that bright light? What's the bright light? What's everything happening? But it is a magical time, and you guys actually are perfect because of the way that you split up and went to the ATM and bought a beer, and I appreciate that. And I'm gonna be on the stage in about 2 seconds, but it's all about teamwork. Yes, yay, teamwork. I'm gonna hand it back over to Martha.